This is Democracy Now! I'm Amy Goodman. We end today's show in South Africa. African National Congress leader Cyril Ramaphosa has been confirmed as the new president of South Africa, sworn in after the former leader, President Jacob Zuma, resigned this week from office abruptly amidst a series of corruption scandals. For more, we go to Johannesburg, South Africa, to speak with Amandla.mobi, founder of Amandla.mobi, a community advocacy organization. Her recent piece for News 24 headlined, "The Rich Can't Steal," right? Can you talk about what has happened today, actually what has happened this week, Koketso, and welcome to Democracy Now! Zuma stepping down and Cyril Ramaphosa becoming president.
Yes, thank you. So President Jacob Zuma stepped down after a lot of pressure coming from within the party and the country at large. So there was a bit of extensive negotiations between the newly elected leadership of the African National Congress, after which he was expected to step down. He seemed, in the early days, he seemed to be a bit defiant, but the following day he stepped down when it was known that the motion of no confidence, which was filed by an opposition party, would be passing through Parliament.
The new president, Cyril Ramaphosa, once led the National Union of Mine Workers and during apartheid in the 80s, a famous anti-apartheid leader. He would later build a business empire that included mining interests, including the Marikana Platinum Mine, where police killed 34 workers during a strike in 2012. Now Ramaphosa is one of Africa's wealthiest men with a net worth of nearly, $500 million. Can you talk about who he is?
So Cyril Ramaphosa, part of the anti-apartheid movement, strong leader within the ANC, long tradition of trade unionism. He stepped down from formal politics in the early 90s, and since then he's been involved in the corporate sector. During his time there within the corporate sector, there's been a bit of a series of scandals that have happened, and it's an interesting pattern of behavior. So what we have is, in 2012, he was on the Lonmin Board of Directors. And during this time, there was an explosive report that was released by the Alternative Information and Development Center that found that Lonmin could have, in fact, afforded a living wage for the mine workers who were brutally gunned down if they had not been shifting profits. So there was a strong allegation of profit shifting. And then an investigative journalism organization called Amandla.mobi did an investigation in 2015 where they found that during the years that Cyril Ramaphosa was the chairperson of the MTN board, MTN had been shifting billions in profit from the continent to outside. And then we saw much more recently in the Paradise Papers leak that Shanduka, a company which Cyril Ramaphosa founded in 2001.
Koketso, we just have 10 seconds.
As shifting profits from the country. So there is a pattern of behavior.
So are you concerned about what this means for South Africa in our last 5 seconds?
Completely. I think we should be deeply concerned, and we should be just as vigilant as we were in the times that we had President Jacob Zuma, if not more so. The moment that we're in after Zuma has stepped down should not see civic movement.
Koketso, I want to thank you for being with us, founder of Amandla.mobi. I'm Amy Goodman. Thanks so much for joining us.